In the lands of Minhal where shadows creep, an ancient king stirs from his deathly sleep. Orcs and goblins rise, their drums resound, to bring the darkness where light was found. From Dawson's fields where farmers stand, to Crack Swamp and the desert sand, unlikely heroes heed the call, to face the night, to stand or fall. Through the veil of malevolence we march as one, with axes high our will be done in the fire's glow. Our hearts ignite to break the darkness, to bring the light. Grove, the bards did fight, songs of courage in the dead of night. And in Abylos, where shadows lie, a beholder fell beneath the sky. Dragons soar in skies of flame, but we press on in our victory's name. Through mountains pass and underdogs roar, to break the chains, to crush them all. Now the final hour draws near, the king of old, his wrath we fear. But with our blades and with our kin, we'll tear the veil and rise again. Through the veil of malevolence we march as one, with axes high our will be done in the fire's glow. Our hearts ignite to break the darkness, to bring the light. Where hope remains, we stand united, break the chains. For in our song, the battle's cry, we rise as one, because legends never die.
20 seconds, no you guys did. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and our non-conforming friends, welcome back to another episode of Sunday Minhal with our yet unnamed party, so I just call them the Sunday Slashers for now. Say hi, guys.
Hello.
Hi, guys.
We are going to be short
Hi,
mic
guys.
tonight, unfortunately, so Drex will be half-heartedly ran by me. And any encounters we may come to. And OSP is going to be joining the party, but that'll come later. So first we'll start off with recap. Micah, why don't you go ahead and hit us with a recap?
Alright, so party started in a tavern after going and beating some goblins the previous session. Chatted a little bit, and then we went to the mayor's house to meet her, where we were ambushed by some more goblins and hobgoblins, I believe. We dispatched those, and then was hired for a job to find out where the goblins were coming from by the mayor. And then on our journey, we ran into some gnolls that we had an encounter with and dispatched those as well.
Yeah, and then you guys set up camp for the night. First day of travel under your belts on the 3-day trek north toward the swamps, where you are searching for the goblin camp. So let me bring up the map for you and the stream. We are here at camp. Can everybody see the map?
Yes.
I will take lax
Yes,
of
I do.
answers. So first things first, Dinnigan suggests that watches should be set up for the night. And then he kindly lets you all know that he does not stand watch. So,
I can take all of the watches if you want. I can rest in sentry mode and stay aware all night.
Oh, sounds good. Sir Dinnigan makes his way over to his tent. I need everybody to make a perception check.
I rolled a 2 for a 5.
Oh man, this is some rolls, guys. So
I had a 17. I did best I could, you know.
Sedge and Echo, you guys notice as Sir Dinnigan steps up to the flap of his tent, he speaks a magical word, and there's this light shimmer of magical arcana behind the flap of his tent that he steps through and into as he enters his tent.
Did we happen to hear the word?
Not on that roll.
Yeah, I figured.
So let's say, hypothetically, Panner was going to go harass him anyway.
Okay, that's fine.
Would my terrible perception check prevent this? I guess not.
No, he spoke the word to activate it. So, are you going to try to sneak in, or are you just going to walk in?
No, I think really she would just like be poking her head in, just be like, "Okay, good night, Mr. Sardanigan."
As soon as Panner steps over to the tent and pokes her head in, you enter an extra dimensional space and you are inside of a mansion. There are trays of exotic fruits laying around. There's a set of staircases on each side of the room that go up in a semicircle that meet at a platform, and off of there are 2 staircases that go up to a next layer, and there are rooms lining a top balcony on both sides. And between the staircases set in the back wall behind you, there is a big gaudy golden double door with stained glass windows. And above it, you see a "Do Not Disturb" sign hanging.
What in tarnation? Oh my goodness. She's gonna go and just immediately like take a piece of fruit and just like gawking in all directions, eat this like apple that she found on the table.
Yeah, it's delicious.
And she'll be hollering, Mr. Sardanigan, are you in here? Mr. Sardanigan?
The big gaudy golden doors open and his head pokes out. What are you doing in my tent?
Well, I was coming to say goodnight to you, but then I walked in and saw you had this. What is this?
This is a family heirloom.
Like China?
Like a ancient magical trinket from long ago, passed down through the centuries, through the upper crust family, that eventually landed on. What? Can I help you?
She takes another real big bite of her apple and goes, "Well, I'm just wondering, like, how'd you make it bigger in here than it is outside?"
I'm not very good with magic. I'm not sure how it works. Maybe we can ask Drex at some point, but I'd rather not let anybody know.
At this point, like, as he is saying, "I'd rather not let anybody know," she's already stuck her head out of the flap and said, "Y'all come check this out! Look at Mr. Sardanigan's got a whole like mansion in here. It's incredible."
Oh, by the gods. Yep, echoed.
Anybody coming?
Well, what do you mean there's a mansion inside? And Echo stick his head in.
Yeah, you are met with the same gaudy 2-story, just immaculate mansion. Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that didn't last long, did it?
I'd love to bring the swarm
I
inside and
know.
see if I can get in there.
Oh, gosh.
You're never getting these moths out then again.
Echo will walk inside and he'll say, how many bedrooms do you have?"
The interior just it's however many I would like. Like
Oh, okay.
those aren't bedrooms right now. Like right there is a trophy room, and there's just a room full of mirrors. Whenever I'm feeling down, I could just go in and look at myself. And I have a billiard
Right.
room over there.
So we don't need to set up other tents at night. We can just use this one then.
What I, you know, it's there's just it's. Okay, but you have to remain quiet and allow me to sleep. If I don't get 8 hours, I'm just a horrid, horrid person.
I mean,
But I do need to let you know that if somebody were to knock down this tent or collapse it while we were inside, that we would be trapped. There's air enough for 24 hours if that happens, so maybe we don't all stay in at the same time.
I plan on sitting outside the tent all night keeping watch, so
Then why'd you ask for a room? He says through a gritted smile.
because there's more people than just me.
Is there like a sofa or
Oh,
a
yeah.
settee
Yeah,
or like a
velvet.
chaise? Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
perfect. Hannah just stomps right over to one, kicks her little dirty, muddy boots on top, and goes, "Wow, this is so comfortable. I bet I
And
can sleep right here. I'm small. There's plenty of room."
a tray with champagne flutes floats over to you, carried by an unseen servant. That's an automatic response to laying on the chaise.
She does take the champagne and start sipping it, and she's just happy dancing.
Well, I'm going to go back to sleep now. I can create rooms for you all, if that is what you wish.
It would definitely make it easier for me to guard y'all during the night.
So everybody steps in, including Drext, who probably has some smart comment about the food. And you all have discovered the secret that is Sir Dinnigan's magical mansion. And you all are now able to use that without using your own tents. So I will put everybody in the tent. Echo, you're going to stay outside. You're going to keep watch all night.
Yeah, dude, you kind of volunteered for like a perma watch. Are you cool with that, dude?
Yeah. I go into sentry mode. It only makes sense.
Listen, I'm not gonna. Sedge is like 600. I'm not gonna complain, but
I mean, if one of y'all want to come out, if you want to come out at some point and take watch with me, you can. But like, he sits in sentry mode and can keep watch the entire time. He doesn't actually sleep.
sick.
That's
At this
insane.
point, Tanner is just eating grapes and says, "Well, if anything happens, you just stick your head in, holler. We'll be right out."
Will do.
Sir Dinnigan makes his way back into his room. The gaudy doors close. You see some of the doors on the first level kind of shimmer, and then you get the instinctive feeling that rooms have been created for you guys. And you step in them, and they are not as well furnished as the rest of the mansion, but adequate, better than roughing it in a tent. He provided you with a bed, a nightstand, a sitting table. And Echo, if I could get a series of 3 perception checks, if you're taking all the watches.
Okay, I'm gonna cast guidance on myself as well.
No pressure though.
No pressure. So that was, I didn't see the roll. Oh my gosh. +2, so 22.
No, it was an 18 plus 2, so it was 20.
Oh, sorry, 20. Second roll. 13 plus 2, 15. And third roll is 19 plus 3, so 22.
Okay. All right. Yes. Fortunately for you guys, all 3 watches go off without a hitch. Encounter dice liked you guys. And Echo, it is a quiet night on watch. No incidents occur. And in the morning, as everybody wakes up and steps out of their rooms, there is an entire breakfast, kind of continental style, laid out inside of the mansion. Sir Dennigan's doors open, and he steps out wearing a very thin silk robe over nothing but like a bright pink Speedo. And he walks up to the table and starts dishing himself out a plate of food. Oh, help yourselves. Obviously, you stayed here last night, so I wouldn't. Does the robot eat? Do you think? No.
While you're thinking that over, let me just let everyone know that Panner does sleep nude.
Gosh. No, was Dennigan asking all of them since Echo's outside? Or
Yeah.
was he asking Echo?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought. That's why I didn't say anything.
Well, I suppose somebody wants to let him know there's food available, and he takes his plate back into his room and closes the doors.
I think Panner's gonna scamper over, bare bootied, stick her head out the door and say, "Hey, Echo, do you eat? We got breakfast if you want breakfast."
No, I'm good. Y'all enjoy your breakfast. I'll hang out here. Get everything kind of packed away.
Yeah, all right then. And she runs back in, puts her clothes on, starts scarfing food.
He's a confident little halfling. All right. No, I mean Denny too. Honestly, you guys are just lucky turtles. Turtles don't rock that way. Again, he is old and wrinkly. You don't want that. But yeah, I like to think that Sedge's been up since at least 5, at least not 4:30. You know.
Yeah. It takes him that long to limber up.
That's right.
Absolutely. When Sir Dennigan steps back out, he is wearing his armor, and he reaches into his bag and he pulls out a mirror, and he holds it out in front of him and speaks another magic word, and you guys hear a voice. "Good morning, sir. Looking handsome as ever." "Oh, thank you, Joffrey." And he starts adjusting his hair in this floating magic mirror. "I do say, sir, your cheekbones are stunning. I thank you so much." Okay. After doing some... Go ahead.
Panner, of course, is just in the background, like gnawing, I don't know, bacon or something, staring at himself in the mirror, head cocked. And maybe wanders up behind him and says, "So, like, can I borrow that? I want to brush my teeth and stuff,
This There are other mirrors in the space that you could use, including one above your wash basin. It should have been in your room, and if not, he snaps his fingers. It's there now. This is another family heirloom.
But it's so pretty. Can I please?
Make a persuasion roll.
See how this goes. This is gonna be probably rough. That's a 7.
Not now. I used its charge for today, and he sticks it away.
The second he's like no longer watching, she just sort of huffs and tries to stuff some of the silverware in her bag of holding.
Go ahead, as much as you want.
Uh huh.
Oh, this is going to be a fun little adventure, I can see. And as you all step out from the tent, Panner, all that silverware disappears.
Would Panner know that happened if it was already in the bag of holding?
No, but the next time you
All right.
go, it's all
Yeah,
gone.
we'll save that. All right.
And he says another magic word, and the tent becomes just a regular tent, and he begins breaking down his tent. And by him breaking it down, I mean he pulls out a scroll of mage hand, casts it, and has the mage hand take his tent down for him and begin packing it away. And we are about to hit the road, folks. Is there any other conversations or anything that you guys would like to do before you go? Any once a day spells, anything like that?
No. I think I'm good.
Does anybody want to volunteer to run Drext?
What is Drext again?
A wizard.
What's his Yeah.
If not, I
I
can.
could probably do it. You wanna send me the character sheet link?
I'm going to send you a direct link. Oh no, I'm linking the DMs. Okay.
Alrighty. I'm doubled up. It says I
Doubled
don't
up.
have access to this page.
Well, looks like I'm going to have to run them.
Alright.
Okay. Who's leading this little party?
Oh, hold on. I rolled real bad last time. You got to give me another chance, guys.
Okay.
I'll give you guidance.
All right. Is this survival? Yeah.
Yep.
Sweet. Here we go. That's a 16 before guidance.
Hey, that's pretty dang good.
And then, oh, I rolled the one on guidance, but 17.
Okay, yeah, you guys make some good pace as you're traveling across. It's a bit more open fields here. There's some smattering of trees left and right. And I'd say it's getting about 11 o'clock. You've been traveling for about 3 or 4 hours. And a perception check from everybody.
I got a dirty 20.
16.
Everybody's rolling high.
Not me. I rolled a 5, boss.
Okay, well, Sedge is like really focused on keeping you guys on the trail. He doesn't want to embarrass himself again, especially since he's heading closer to home at this point. But the rest of you, you feel it before you see it. You break through this little tree line into this clearing on the path, and you feel the tremors in the ground as your feet begin to shake, and you all kind of stop and you're looking and then out runs this OSP. Why don't you describe your character for everybody as you run out of the bushes being chased by this giant and its pet owlbear?
Sure. So it's about just under 3 foot tall gnome with kind of a weird greenish color to his skin. He's wearing kind of a pirate outfit, striped pants, the pirate hat, the bandana, eye patch, that kind of thing. He has like a little bit of an air of death about him, but like he's not, like, you can very clearly tell he's not dead, but like it just feels a little weird. Like he looks like he has been like nibbled on by like fish or some other animal. And this probably doesn't happen, but I like to think that like as he runs out of the bush, like you all have like this collective delusion in your head of music that sounds a little bit like
Okay.
You're gonna get me copyright struck.
don't worry, it's like 4 seconds. We're fine.
Fair use, fair use.
But yeah, he's just carrying this little stick, which I guess to a spellcaster you could tell is a wand, but other than that seems relatively unremarkable.
Yeah, so everybody go ahead and roll initiative.
Let's go.
Wow,
That's a
just went
19.
twice.
Hell yeah.
I got a 16.
We roll for Drax. He gets a +2.
Oh, the nat 20.
It's an 11.
I hit a dirty
Oh,
20.
yeah. Hell yeah, guys. You did pretty dang well. So, Nibbler, how appropriate that you are first. You were just making your way down the path, trying to get to Tosin, and you just got spotted by this hill giant looking for some lunch with his pet owlbear.
Yeah, so you kind of see Nibbler turn and they look at this giant, and he's like angrily flicking his wand, and just all you hear him saying over and over and over is, "Why won't this thing work?" And then he's like smacking it against his hand, and he's like, "Fine, if that doesn't work." And then he casts good old frostbite. Sure, frostbite on the hill giant.
Okay.
It's a con save.
He got an 8. Wow.
Lovely.
Awful low for a giant.
All right, 3 damage and disadvantage on the next weapon attack roll.
Okay.
And then after that, you see him turn, and all of the courage seems to have left his facial expressions, and he cooks it over towards you guys.
Okay. Well, the
And
giant
that's
is next. It gets 40 feet of movement, which is not enough to reach you, but it is enough to get here. And he's going to throw a rock at you, Nibbler. That is a 23 to hit.
Oh, that misses, don't worry. Just kidding.
It's 28 bludgeoning damage as this rock just
nice.
swacks you in the back. Okay.
Yeah, Nibbler's limbs are like pointing in the directions they're not supposed to be pointing in.
The owlbear has 40 feet. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. And not gonna go ahead and dash just to clear that in there. Now it's up on you, but it can't attack because it had to dash. Sedge, you are up. Panner, you are next.
Are we not shooting at the little green guy? I'll take a shot. First, I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark on the bear because that thing is dinner.
Okay, yep.
But then I'm gonna shoot him. Oh, is that a 20? That's a nat 20. Let's go.
Hell yeah, crit. Good way
But
to
Gathered
start.
Swarm does not crit, right? Because it's an optional thing.
Right?
Dang. All right.
Wait, no, yes. If you choose to add it, it's just like a smite, because you could choose to add your smite afterwards.
Yeah, I was gonna. I only get one attack right now. I was gonna add it, but
Yeah, add it.
if you let me double it, that's sick. So 6, 14, 20, and then Hunter's Mark. So 26 base, and then let me roll. Right.
33 total.
And then a d6 for the Gathered Swarm actual roll. 34.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't roll Hunter's Mark, but that doesn't matter. I don't think that matters here.
That was a
That's fine.
really good hit, man.
Nice. That's it.
All right, Panner's up. Lady Cordesu, you're next.
All right. So I think for this one, when Panner sees Nibbler just get whacked real hard in the back, she's just gonna book it straight for him. And then fire off an arrow at the hill giant,
Okay.
which is gonna be not that, because that's a 1. So we're gonna roll that again, see how that goes. 22.
22 definitely hits.
Alrighty. And then we got, well, that's also a 1. So we got 4 points of piercing damage.
All right. That ends your turn. Unless you got a bonus action you want to take. Lady Cordesu
Not at
is
the
up.
moment.
I'm going to. If I move to the right, those are trees, right? So I'll be covered.
You are in trees. You can attempt to hide, or I can give you, if you're gonna like say press your back against a tree, I'll give you half cover.
Yeah. And then I will use Witch Bolt on the hill giant.
Okay. That definitely hits.
And damage.
10 damage. Okay.
And that's it. My turn.
All right, Echo, you are up. Drex is next.
All right. Echo is gonna step forward 5, 15, 20, 25. Is Nibbler injured at all?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Echo is gonna cast Cure Wounds on Nibbler. Here we go. That's 20 points of healing.
Arr.
And Echo's gonna turn to the hill giant and just say, in giant, what is going on here? That'd be it for Echo.
Okay. And it's Drex's turn. And Drex is going to toll the dead on the giant. Which is a whiz save. That's an 11. That's a failure. Let's roll up the damage. For 5 necrotic. Okay. Then he is going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Get up into deep cover. with a Misty Step. Sir Dinnigan is going to 5, 10, 15, 20. Come over here. He will throw a javelin at the owlbear. Oh, it was almost a 20. He misses. We are back at Nibbler, face to face with this owlbear.
Perfect. Is Sir Danigan the most heavily armored?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Nibbler looking around, seeing this owl bear in front of him. He takes action, disengage. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And as he kind of like runs past Sir Danigan, he says, "Hello, you look sturdy, mate." And I'm going to quicken a vortex warp on Sir Denigan.
He's definitely going to make a save. What's your spell save DC? Oh, it doesn't matter.
16.
Yeah, he rolled a 12.
Perfect. And
Don't you dare!
I'm gonna put him right in front of this giant.
You.
And that's it.
It is the hill giant's turn. And he's going to make 2 great club attacks on Sir Dinnigan. 25 hits. And a 20 hits.
Oh, well, Silvery Barb's the first one.
Okay. Rerolled. 18 misses, so only one of them hit. Who do you give advantage to?
Sir Denigan, I guess.
Sir Dinnigan takes 14 bludgeoning damage. The owlbear is going to move in on Echo. And it's going to make 1 bite attack and 1 claw attack.
Okay.
The bite was a 10, that misses.
Yep.
The claw was a 21 to hit.
That hits.
For 13 slashing damage.
Okay.
Okay. Sedge, you are up.
All right. I'm gonna shoot him again. I bet you guys didn't see that coming.
The owlbear or the giant?
The owlbear. I had this marked him. Oh, does a 14 hit?
14 hits.
Let's go. 11 plus 2d6. Let's go. All right, 23.
Good job. The owlbear is bloodied, folks.
That's it.
All right, Panner, you're up. Lady Cordesu's next.
Apologies in advance for my hounds. Am I technically engaged with the owlbear?
No, you need to move in 5 feet.
Okay, I'm not going to do that, actually. What I'm going to do is I'm going to head towards Denigan. So that's 1. And I can actually run through players or characters or objects that are bigger than me. So I'm pretty sure I can run under Echo's legs, right? But would that put me
That would
engaged?
then yep, that would then engage you.
All right. So in that case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and just go nuts on this giant.
Oh yeah.
So I'm gonna hit it with the rapier first. That's 19 to hit.
19 definitely hits. You get sneak attack.
I sure do. So that's 7 plus sneak attack is another 5, so that's 12. And then I'm gonna follow that up with a flurry of blows, and I'm gonna give him the punchy. Let's say in his kneecap.
Yeah, or shin. You're a halfling.
Yeah, whichever one I can reach. So that's 15 for the first,
15 hits.
and 18 for the second. So that one hits too. So that's another whatever it is, 2, 4 for unarmed strikes. So it would have been
Nice.
is that 16 total.
So nice hit.
And then that's it, because that's my everything.
All right, Lady Cordessa, you're next. Echo, you're up after her.
If I have concentration on Witch Bolt and I cast it again for the damage, does it also take up a packed slot?
Nope. As long as you're maintaining concentration, you just get to keep re-rolling the damage every turn.
Cool. Okay. At 20.
Nice crit.
Oh, yeah.
Big time damage. It's 26.
That's the end of my turn.
All right, the hill giant is now bloodied. Okay, Echo 44, you are up.
All right. Echo is just going to extend a hand towards the owlbear and just say, "You've got to stop now." And he's going to cast Inflict Wounds. That's a 16 to hit
Definitely hits.
for 10 necrotic damage.
The owlbear yelps out in pain.
And that will be it for Echo.
All right, Drex is gonna toll the dead the giant again. So let me get up here. That is a 0 on its wisdom save. Wow.
Nice. They're almost as wise as I am.
All right, so that's 6 necrotic to the hill giant. Sir Dinnigan is petrified. He just got hit with a giant club, and all he knows is that little pirate gnome son of a bitch is to blame. He's gonna swing his long sword at the giant. That definitely hits. 10 plus 4. So 10 slashing damage. Okay, we are up with you, Nibbler.
Okay. I'm going. Nibbler's going to yell, "Burn, owl, bear, thing!" And then I'm going to just create a bonfire on him. Oh, didn't mean to roll the damage. That's a dex save. Just pop a bonfire down underneath the owlbear.
That is a 20 on the dex save.
Darn. No burn for the owl. Arrgh, it's a fire-resistant owlbear. And then run up and hide behind this person.
The Dragonborn.
That's the Dragonborn. Perfect. That's it.
All right, the hill giant is going to make its first club attack at Panner. That's a 26 to hit.
I don't know. Let me double check real quick. Yeah.
Wait, silvery barbs.
Yeah, that's gonna hit me.
I will re-roll. That's an 18 to hit.
Unfortunately, does still hit.
All right, so that is 21 bludgeoning damage. And
Give advantage to Panner.
the second club attack is coming down at Sir Dinnigan. Well, 12 misses. Now the owlbear is going to attack Echo again. Once with a bite.
Okay.
It's 23 to hit for
That hits.
11 piercing.
Okay.
And it forces your movement to here. Then it is going to attempt to grab you. I need a DC 15 dexterity saving throw.
For 21.
Okay, so you are not grappled, but you take half of this damage. 19 halved, let's call that 9, 10. So 10 bludgeoning as it attempts to crush you. Like a 10 can, get it? Because you're a robot. Alright, Sedge, you're up. Jory? Did we lose Jory?
Can you hear me now?
Yep, got you.
My headphones got weird, so sorry if my mic is bad. I'll just take my turn real quick. Though I'm just gonna shoot the bird, the bear, the bird bear.
It's both.
19 hit.
Absolutely.
All right. 10 base and 2d6. 15 damage.
Sedge, you land your arrow square between the eyes of the owlbear, and it slumps over dead.
Oh boy, we got dinner. Can't wait to carve this up.
If that ends your turn, it is Panner.
All right. Well, Panner definitely cannot take that hit a second time. So what she's gonna do, she's gonna use her. So let's see. I get movement, attack, and bonus action. Is that right?
Yep.
And I can do those in any order.
Yep.
So let's say she's gonna kind of swing out her rapier, just like kind of on the way out. For 9. I don't think that's gonna hit.
Fortunately, 9 misses.
Yeah, so she's kind of swinging wildly. Then she's going to cunning action disengage.
Hell yeah.
And run the hell away. Actually, let's say towards Echo. Yeah, so she's going to be over here, kind of behind. I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, kind of behind Echo.
Okay, Lady Cordesu, you are still concentrating on witch bolt, so you can just roll the damage. And as you send this arcing electricity from your fingers into the giant, its body locks up and it begins to fall, and I need Certain again to make a dexterity saving throw. Okay, he passes. He is able to jump out of the way as the giant falls dead in front of him. And he immediately turns, looking for that little frickin' pirate.
Yeah, Nibbler steps out from behind his tree and says, "Arg, well done, meat shield."
You insignificant, rude, horrid little man. Don't you ever do anything like that again.
Arg, have I misread the situation? I kind of figured the human would be the meat shield.
I am not a meat shield.
Well, the small folk is obviously the leader because small folk are always the leaders. And then I figured the reptiles were some kind of exotic peoples. And, well, you're kind of an unremarkable human, so you must be the meat shield.
You... And he just huffs and turns. And you guys can introduce yourselves to Nibbler.
And I take 10 healing.
Thank you. I was actually going to say, can we play it that while this was going on, Panner was asking for a heal. So we
Yep.
got it. We're good to go. And then as soon as Echo is done with that, she's just going to, walk over towards this somehow even smaller person and say, well, darn! Look at you. You're even smaller than I am.
Aye, small but mighty. The small folk will always be on top, despite height being on the bottom.
Well, I want you to know that I think so highly of gnomes. When they found me in the forest, they picked me up, they patched me up. I was in rough shape, but it was gnomes that saved me. So I just want you to know that, I think gnomes are fantastic, and I'm just so excited to meet you.
That is good to hear.
Little cheeks, and she sticks her hand out. It's still covered in gore.
That's before Nibbler takes the handshake. He kind of looks up and down at Panner and says, "Well, will you do me one favor?
What is it?"
I need you to smile."
And she just grins real big.
And he's okay.
She was already smiling, but it's like more.
You are not the one. You are not the one. Well met. And he just grabs the gory hand and gives her a nice big shake.
And while she's shaking, still like kind of through her big grin, like teeth clenched, she just goes, "Why are you asking?"
Well, you see, my only memory is this nefarious smile, and so I am searching for it. But I know not if it is the smile of a male, the smile of a female, of a beast, of a dragon. I have no knowledge, but I will find it. I swear this. You see, it's with the disagreement with that there owlbear and giant. They refuse to smile.
That is a pretty wide variety of smiles you have just described, and I'm wondering, that seems like a lot. Are you gonna just like look at every smile, like, or is this like one of those Inigo Montoya situations? Oh, he's a bard, by the way.
Of course he
Yes,
is. Let me add that to my book of canon.
Yes, first canon moment.
Ever since I washed up on shore, my only goal has been to bring smiles to the entire realm until I find the one I am looking for. And then he kind of looks over at the Warforged, and he says, "Hey, I don't know much about your kind, but can ye smile?"
I don't have a mouth, so no, I can't smile.
Okay,
But
you are off the list.
that's good to know. You can call me Echo. It's good to meet you.
Oh, it is a pleasure. It is always Nibbler's pleasure to meet people that are not the smile. And you, dragon folk, what does your smile look like? Are you the one? Do you know Nibbler?
She smiles very awkwardly and is kind of like forcing it.
Oh, thank goodness you are not the one. Well met. I am Nibbler.
I'm Lady Cordesu.
Pleasure. Thank you for the saving me. I noticed your style of magic, and I too am quite fond of that electricity.
Thank you, I guess.
Arg, and what about this turtle over here? What is his story?
Sedge is asleep. You have to wake him up, dog.
Sedge is leaned up against his staff, snoring.
Yeah. Nibbler takes this as a deep threat, and he pulls out his little wand and trots on over to this turtle and pokes him on the forehead with his wand, and he says, "Arg, I must see a smile." And he's like right up in your face, and yeah, like I said, his face looks like it's been nibbled on by fish or some other creature.
He slowly opens his eyes, which I mean are just the squints, anyways. Are you a dentist? I've wanted dentures for a while. My teeth fell out some time ago.
Arg, I can get ye a new pair.
Just two?
Just a two. The middle ones.
On the top or the bottom makes a big difference.
One of each.
All right. He'll give you a toothless smile.
Arg, it is not you. There's only one more. You, human. Smile.
Just, and he just strikes a pose and smiles, looking like half up into the middle distance.
Arg, that is very disturbing, but you are not the smile I see in my dreams.
Have you ever thought of asking a cleric about, your dreams? Maybe talking it out. Dreams aren't real, right?
Arg, but this one must be real. I can feel it deep in me bones.
Right. So,
But
we have a very important quest. It's very nice to meet you, Mr. Nibbler. Let's call it an even 10 gold for saving you.
Arg, 10 gold it is. Sure, he just hands over 10 gold. No, sure, to Sir Dennigan.
I did not expect that to work.
Question. When Sir Dennigan was moved, his horse was not, right?
Correct.
So let's say that while this is happening, Panner is hopping back up on the horse and now riding his own horse over towards him.
Um,
And so now Panner is just sort of adjacent on
Right.
Sir Dennigan's horse.
I don't know that I adequately described Princess for you guys, but she is like this white, beautiful horse, but she's wearing like this heavy quilt and banners, and Sir Dennigan has like way overpacked to the point you have a backrest banner riding on this horse.
And the backrest is like twice her height.
Yep. And
Like one of those gamer chairs,
yeah, I got one on the way. Cannot wait. Gets here Wednesday. But anyways, yeah, so you are riding this very fancy, just it's nothing mine anymore with you people.
What do you mean, ye people?
The peasantry I'm forced to travel with.
Arg, I see. You must be the stable hand. You take care of this beast.
Excuse me?
That's him. That's him. He's our stable hand.
I am Sir Dennigan Uppercrust of the Brighton Uppercrust.
Arg, I don't know what that means. Which ship do ye belong to?
Ships. We have an entire fleet of ships. We're the biggest bread manufacturer in all of Brighton. Nobles kill to get a loaf of our bread.
Panner looks down, starts cackling, says, I don't mind him. He just, he's a little bit of a coward, but he's sweet enough. You'll get used to it. Anyway, the one thing is, you gotta call him Sir, Dr. Mr. Dennigan. You can't just call him Dennigan. He doesn't like that one. But Sir, Mr. Dr. Dennigan.
I am not a physician.
What is a PhD? I don't know.
And ye look at me wounds. Sir Dennigan, me wounds.
And as you hold up, like, your arm with all the... He physically retches and turns.
Very, very rude, sir.
You should probably see a cleric. Echo, can you do anything about that?
I've already healed him 1 second. I can look at his wounds, and Echo will give him once over.
Yeah, make a medicine check.
Yep.
Hold on, can I as well? I've seen some shit out in the swamp.
Sure.
Let's see, with guidance.
Oh, I rolled the 2.
Nine.
Nah, dude, he looks fine. He's a little dirty.
With guidance, it's only a 10.
Yeah, with 10, you don't. The wounds look old, but not healed. It's very odd. It's like lingering and almost necrotic.
Well, do I feel like there's anything I can do to help that, or is it just probably not?
With a 10, you think this is a little bit beyond your skills.
Yeah. We could look for someone that has more skills in your wounds than I do, and see what we can do about you, Nibbler.
Well, thank you. Now tell me, what is this quest? Is there booty involved?
Yes, we are on a very important quest given to us directly by the mayor of Tosin. But we wouldn't want to bother whatever your travels were. You're very welcome. We're just, kind of, Panner, don't make us take him. It's gross.
So she be the leader.
Oh no, I don't know about that. No, but I mean, if you want to come along, though, I'd welcome you.
You could probably ride on the horse with Panner.
What?
Yeah, get him up here. She sticks her hand down to help him up onto the saddle.
That's right before he, takes the hand. He kind of like walks to the horse and like lifts the side of the horse's mouth a little bit to expect the horse's teeth, and kind of mutters to himself, "You're not the one," and then gracefully, gets pulled up on the horse.
Mm-hmm.
I think Denigan might be right about the seeing somebody thing, dude.
Where am I gonna? I could use the exercise. I'll walk. I'll walk. Oh man, he has never been disrespected like this in his entire life. He does not know how to react.
You see, that's what I mean. He'll run away when things get too hard, but like when it comes down to it, he'll be a sweetie about it. I don't think he's got it in him to hurt things, really. I think he's just like, he just has the kindness within him, deep within him.
Panner, are you
So
still hurt?
his proper role
Yeah, a
must
little.
be
I got like 10 down.
shield.
Okay. You take 10, and I'm gonna take 10. I'm gonna use the channel
Thank
divinity.
y'all. Appreciate you.
I'm going to leave you guys here for a moment. Micah, I need me and you to pop up in the Whispers channel real quick.
Oh.
Ooh.
All right, buddy. So on a playback, everybody's going to know that I didn't consider that you were immune from magical sleep. I know that you know about the hag. So Echo's going to be there in their dream about the hag. So just play him as normal. But whenever you wake up, you have no idea what they're talking about.
Okay. Will do. I don't think I've played the hag. I've come in right before the beholder fight every time.
Oh,
so.
yeah, you're right. So, well, there's a night hag that forces them all into a nightmare.
Okay.
And, but you're immune. So,
Mhm.
participate as if you're there. But then when they wake up, you're not going to remember anything or know what the heck they're even talking about.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds good.
And I am back. Okay.
Were you all planning my downfall while I was away? No, I was dead air.
Actually, we were all, painfully well behaved. It's like when the teacher leaves in the middle of the test and nobody cheats.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
are you even quieter? Yeah, absolutely.
Wowza. Okay, guys. Well, you're going to hit the road again. With a new party member, having met Nibbler, the gnomish pirate. Saving him. And our buddy Sedge takes the lead.
All right, guys. Surely I can't fail 3 times.
I'll give you guidance.
Here we go. That's a nat 20, baby.
Nice.
Can I put the guidance on it for the flex? Oh, it's going to be a 4. I feel it. It's a 3. That's still fat. That's a 27, guys.
Holy crap,
Woo.
Sedge. You can, like, smell the swamp in the
You put me
distance.
back in my bed, yeah.
And it has motivated you to the point that you get to skip the next encounter. You're making such great pace. You make your way onto the edge of the tree line near the desert, and you guys are able to get to a point where you set up camp again. I gotta add Nibbler to the camp map.
As the camp, the one tent is being set up, Panner is just excitedly telling Nibbler about all of the things inside the mansion.
Sir Dinnigan reluctantly watches, like shoulders slumped, as the mage hand is setting up his tent.
Like, oh, you're gonna be so excited when you see it. There's food and there's showers and baths, and they're warm baths. They're not even cold baths. They're like the warm kind, like you get at a hot spring. And the beds are so comfortable, and they got all these pillows. And there's servants. And if you ask the servants, they'll bring you champagne. But you probably don't want to drink too much champagne because you don't want to be sick tomorrow. But you can get the champagne.
Then again, you can spend the night out here with me if you like.
It's tempting. Echo, I'm not going to lie, but I don't stand watch.
It's
No, you don't have to stand watch. You can just spend the night out here.
Like
Quieter.
sleep on the sleep on the sleep on the ground.
I can set you up your own personal tent if you'd like.
Yeah, so anyways, inside the tent here, folks.
I have a question. Is the door to his room locked?
So he goes in. He does go to his room. Make an
Mhm.
investigation check if you're gonna follow him to his door.
Alrighty. That's a -1. So we're gonna see how that turns. That's a 5 after the -1. So I don't see shit.
You are unsure if the door is locked or not.
Love it.
You want to reach up and grab the handle?
Can I check for traps too, or can I do it again? Oh wait, can I use one of my 2 inspirations
Yes, you
to
may.
re-roll my
Yes, you may.
investigation check?
That's something I will allow. This isn't a. Can I just change the wording of my check?
That is a 16.
You check the door, and it is locked. You do not see
Can I
any
pick
signs
it?
of any traps. Yes, make a sleight of hand check, adding your tool proficiencies.
Okay. I need to see if I have at least a 22. I don't know what my tool proficiency is. Is 22 enough by itself?
It is deftly.
All right.
You
Cool.
reach in and you feel the lock give way. It's kind of amateurish.
All
It's
right.
not.
And I want to emphasize this time around, I'm doing it stealthily. I don't want him to notice me.
Okay, make a stealth roll.
That's
Nice.
a 18.
Okay, that is more than his passive perception. As you open the door and you let yourself in, Sir Dinnigan has removed his armor, and there is a little lamp, fire lamp on the bedside table. It's lit. You can hear soft orchestral music coming from a box in the corner, and he is standing looking at himself in a mirror, and nothing but the pink Speedo he had been wearing
Yes.
earlier, and he is flexing, but he does not
First
see
of all,
you.
that's beautiful. Second of all, do I see? Let's just say, like what do I see around the room?
Okay, so you want a complete description of the room. So this room is
Like, like, is there furniture? Are there
it's
like
like
any interesting knickknacks? Like, is there like maybe
it's
a big fluffy bathrobe hanging on the door? Like,
it's gaudy downtown like open floor plan kind of condo. Nice in here. It's got a big old 4-post bed. He's got a huge wash basin in the corner, gilded in gold. There are flowers and potted plants all around the room. There is a illusionary window showing the night sky and the moon full in the illusionary window. There is a chest at the foot of the bed that his armor is laid behind, and his long sword is leaned up against the chest as well.
Any small like objects that look like they have value that I can stuff in the bag?
Make another investigation roll.
Okay, I bet it goes really good. That's a 14.
Some of these candle holders look pretty damn expensive.
All right, so she's gonna like kind of stuff those in the bag while she's just quietly walking over to where he's standing, and then when she gets right up behind him, she's just gonna go. Move!
He jumps and squeals with a pitch you did not think him capable of reaching. It's high C.
And then cackling, she's just gonna scamper right back out of the room.
You insufferable little. Oh my. Oh God. And you scamper out and close the door behind you. And you, after a few moments, hear it lock again.
Fantastic.
Oh my.
That's everything Panner's getting into tonight. I mean, she's gonna like eat and
Absolutely. Everybody can go ahead and
presumably recover some hit points and stuff, but
everybody can mark long rest first. Let's do that. Echo is going to stand watch.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody inside the tent asleep, however, is going to need to make a wisdom saving throw at disadvantage.
that's not gonna go well for me.
Against magic.
It is against magic.
So just get a regular roll, or
Yep, just a regular roll. And if you are immune to magical sleep, I need to know.
nope. Oh, let's go. 21.
Mm.
Just my gnome cunning.
I use my inspiration on that.
Well, unfortunately for you guys, DC's 23.
I got it.
Stream can hear this. They can't. All right. Nice. Okay. For now, you all... How many are you going to roll, Echo?
That was 2. I'm doing perception checks. That was 14, 19, and 21. 14, 19, and 21 for perception checks throughout the night.
As you guys have been drawing closer to the swamp, the nights have been getting filled with fog. My son is being very loud. I apologize. And there's this sense of just this kind of eerie weight the closer you get to the swamp. Those from around the area, like Sedge, would definitely know that the swamp, Crag Swamp, is a particularly special place in Minhal because it's a place where the veil between the Feywild and the material plane is very thin. There's a lot of Fey creatures that cross through that thin veil and make their way into the swamp. So it's known to be quite dangerous. And that eerie feeling is settling on the camp tonight. And some of you guys find yourselves tossing and turning a bit uncomfortable. But the morning does eventually come. And the morning greets you just like before. There's a breakfast waiting for you inside the tent. Sir Dinnigan goes through his whole routine with his mirror and everything before. And who is the first one to step out of the tent this morning?
Like I said, Sedge gets up at a good 4:30, 5 o'clock. I
Awesome.
mean, he's going to bed like 7, as early as possible.
Sedge, when you step out in the morning, the fog to this morning is extremely thick. Visibility is quite low. Make a perception check.
Sure. 21.
21. And as you're looking over at Echo sitting by the campfire, it's like you remember helping set up the campfire, and you thought maybe it was slightly closer to the tent than it is this morning, but you are old and your memory's failing you. You could be remembering wrong. And as you look around, the sky is just this featureless gray. And the trees seem like maybe they were in it. You must have been really tired because just something feels off.
Oh boy, Echo, I fear it may be time to get my eyes checked.
Echo will raise up from his sentry rest and just be like, "Oh, Sedge, it's hard to see you," and he'll get up and move towards him. I don't think it's just your eyes.
Yeah, things don't look quite right around here, do they? Am I having one of those moments?
And actually, with that, anybody who steps out, that's what you're going to notice. That's what your day is going to be like. Super foggy. And Sedge, from about 150 yards north of where you're at, you hear the high-pitched wail of a woman that kind of drowns, and then is cut off suddenly.
I've lived out here for years. Do I recognize this? My son is also being loud in the background. I apologize.
It's like I can hear her now.
Yeah.
I'm so immersed.
I don't want to say.
I would say. I would say. Sedge, sort of the kind of vibe that goes on in the swamp, and I mean, if a stranger gets lost out there, it's not. There's a 1,000 ways to die in the swamp.
It's so true. You have to stick to the paths. You can't trust any shortcuts.
Can Nibbler hear this scream?
If he stepped out, if you were going to say that you stepped out in time to hear it, I will allow that. And Rachel, that's because I didn't tell anybody.
Okay, cool. I wanted to make sure I didn't miss it. For everybody, I got distracted by my dog screaming in the background. This is a running thing. We have, dependents that scream at us. But I asked behind the scenes, I'm like, oh, what was the consequence? But if we haven't heard it yet, then I'm just going to carry on. In which case, Panner is presumably up and about, padding around, nude, and, just eating whatever breakfast, and might, stick her head out and sort of take a peek.
Yeah,
But she's not going to leave the tent. She's just going to kind of, pull the flap, glance out there, notice it's real foggy.
Well,
Absolutely.
Nibbler is gonna put his hand on the back of Sedge's shell, and then whisper, "Was that a scream?"
Oh my good God! You're going to give me a heart attack at this age. You cannot sneak up on me like that.
Apologies, but Was that a scream?
Oh God, I think so, but you've really jarred everything.
Which direction, Sedge?
Wait, which direction did you say, GM? I
From the
actually
north.
forget. Yeah, I'll say that. From the north.
Arg, we must make the screamer smile. And he pulls out this little wand and starts walking to the towards the north.
Wait, we have to wake everybody.
Arg, yes, it is easier to make people smile when you are a group.
At this
We gotta
point,
go.
you know,
Yeah.
Tanner comes padding out. She's gotten her clothes on. She sees him walking off, and she just kind of goes, "Where are you going?" Starts trotting off after him.
Absolutely. Okay, guys, we are at the hour and a half mark on the stream. So we're going to go ahead and take a 5-minute bio break. And then we will meet back here and I will move us to the next scene. All right, and we are back. I'm on a short break. Bring this up. So as you guys follow these screams northward through the woods, you feel like the ground is almost sinking below your steps. It's a hard trek. The ground appears solid, but each step takes extra effort, and you have no idea why. And soon you break out from the trees, and you find yourself near this little cottage, and you see 3 young girls surrounding a well, a pile of dolls on the ground near them. And does anybody speak Sylvan?
I sure do not.
Okay, so you guys don't recognize the song that these 3 little girls are singing. Each one appears to be about 11 years old. They're wearing white, like summer dresses, and they're singing it's kind of like the equivalent of "Ring Around the Rosie," as they're just circling this well, looking into it.
I would like to kind of check them out and see what kind of general vibe they give me in sort of an insightful way.
Yeah, insight check. I got you.
Mm-hmm. That's 16. Am I creeped out?
This is fucking creepy. Everything about today is creepy. The fog, the sky, the ground beneath your feet. And as you kind of look up and try to get the gauge on these girls, the one closest to you looks suddenly at the group. And then they look to each other and they kind of whisper and giggle. And then they run into the cottage.
You know, I'm just gonna put this out there. Maybe we don't follow them. They're creepy. They're creepy, right? Like that's not little girl natural. That is some kind of demon shit.
Oh, the rule of the swamp is to leave everybody where they are and not follow any young children into strange buildings.
As you guys have this conversation, you have no idea where she came from. But a nice little old lady, appears to be a halfling, is standing in front of you. And she just has this wide, toothless smile, and she goes, "Oh, dearies, what brings you? Oh, so many of you. Have you eaten yet? Can I get you breakfast?"
How does this one make me feel? I rolled a 6.
This is the sweetest little old lady you have ever seen in your entire life. She is
Well,
adorable.
listen, halfling to halfling, you were just the sweetest thing. Yes, we already ate breakfast, but it's just so nice to see you here. You know, I was lost here one time too, and I got hit in the head real bad, and then some gnomes found me. And this is my friend here's a gnome too. Anyway, it's so nice to meet you, halfling to halfling.
Yes, of course. Well, you know, halflings, we can always have another breakfast. I would love to have each of you for my meal.
We heard a
I see
scream.
no issue
out
with
this-
that phrasing at all.
We heard a scream out this way. Is everything okay?
Scream? Well, we are close to the swamps. You might have heard some kind of animal or something like that.
Can I elbow Nibbler? Is this the one? Did you ask her yet?
Yeah, she's happy. Is she smiling?
Yeah, she's. I said she flashed a toothless smile at all of you.
Oh, perfect. Arg, not the one, Sedge. Not the one. But if I've learned one thing, it's always trust the small folk.
Good enough for me.
And she begins to lead you all towards the cottage. Are you guys going to go?
Sure.
Yeah, it sounds like we're just in.
I mean, I rolled a 6. It's without a second thought. Like, we're best friends now. She's already hopped off the horse and is like half step behind her.
Lady Cordesu, how do you feel about this one?
Can I see if I can like find something out about her? Like see like not persuasion, perception or something?
Roll an insight.
Does
Insight, okay.
Echo see this? Or there's just bodies laying on the ground?
Those are dolls laying near the well.
Add insight check.
Okay. Okay.
17.
17. Yeah, you shouldn't be trusting this old lady as much as your friends are trusting this old lady. There is something seriously wrong here.
I kind of want to try go look at the dolls though.
Okay, absolutely. As you step up towards the dolls near the well, I'm gonna move you guys up because you are following her. Go ahead and make an investigation roll. Ten. As you pick up one of the dolls, it feels wrong to you. You can't quite figure out why the doll feels wrong to you. Panner, while you're standing there, give me a perception check.
Alrighty. That is a. Gonna roll it again. That's also a 6.
You're
I'm doing great.
Yeah, you're having a hard time these last few rolls.
Yeah.
You know, it's fun. I'm being punished for my hubris, and I accept it.
Yep. You don't notice what you would notice standing that close to the well if you would got a higher roll.
I bet.
So, welcome to my home. Excuse me for my manners. I am Auntie Sammy.
Well, hi. I don't know if I have any aunts because I don't remember anything before I woke up in the swamp with the gnomes that saved me. But if I had an aunt, I bet that she would be a lot like you, which is sweet and friendly and kind to children and interested in having me for dinner. And I'm still not questioning the phrasing there.
All right, so I gave Drex a chance, and he rolled high enough on his perception, and he makes his way over to this well and leans over and looks in, and then looks back at you guys and says, "Well, that's interesting. Normally I cook the bodies."
What now?
Tanner just sort of stops and looks over and says, "What?"
What?
As the three young
And to be
girls,
clear, she has fully turned her back on the nice old lady at this
Yep.
point.
Absolutely. If you look down that well, Echo,
Mm-hmm.
there is a pile of rotting corpses, and anybody with a nose leaning over that is just hit with this smell of death and necrotic energy. And she goes, "Now why would you go and do that?" As the old lady morphs into a hag,
Maybe we were cool with it.
and
She gave us a
the
chance.
three girls step out and morph into red caps. And around you, the illusion is broken. This cottage is a decrepit hut. The ground is dead and brown here. The dolls are made of flesh. Lady Cordesu, you realize that you're holding skin sewn into the shape of a doll.
Are we rolling initiative yet, or do we have
In
like
the-
a second?
I was trying to get a reaction from you guys, but as soon as your reaction to
Oh.
the scene shift is over, then we are rolling initiative.
All right.
Echoes- Go ahead.
You want to go for a second?
No, you go ahead. You got it.
I was just gonna say the second shit hits the fan, Panner I think is gonna just like dive towards Drex,
Yeah.
or really like towards like I'm gonna say like right here, kind of behind Sedge, if we can do that.
Yeah, I will
Kind
allow
of
you.
through them under between their legs and like hiding kind of behind him.
I was just gonna step up and be like, in Nyx's name, I will stop you from, and you will pay for what you've done.
You have no power here. And roll initiative.
Nibbler, is this where you've come from?
Arg, no, I'm from the sea.
Why is it rolling twice?
Well, there is water here. Are you sure you're not just confused?
I got an
Arg,
11 on my
my
initiative.
water is salty.
What'd you roll?
I rolled an 11. It's rolling twice every time I hit the initiative button for some reason.
Do you have advantage for something?
I shouldn't, I don't think. Let me look at my features. I don't know what would give me advantage. No.
Okay. Not sure why it's doing that. Okay, I think I got everybody's in. I do. This northern red cap is first. He's going to run in on Sir Dinnigan. He's going to make a sickle attack. That's a hit. That's a miss. Natural 20.
I'm gonna negate it.
Okay. Still hits. So 5 damage and 7 damage to Sir Dinnigan. Next up is this red cap who steps up to Echo. And he's going to make a bite attack at you.
Okay.
That's a natural 20.
Alright.
Ooh, that's a auxiliary barbs.
Okay, I will re-roll. That's a natural 20.
Oh, my
Ooh.
God.
Oh no!
So that is that is 26 piercing damage, Echo.
Mm-hmm.
And I need you to make a DC 15 Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Is it poison?
No.
Okay. I was gonna say I have advantage against poison. That is 21.
Okay, so it bites on and it tries to open up one of your hydraulic lines with its teeth to cause a bleeding wound, but fails to do so. Lady Cordesu, you are up. Panner, you are next.
I'm gonna give advantage to Pander with my silvery barbs.
Okay.
Alrighty.
I'm going to use my 30 feet of movement. Move probably right near Sir Dinnigan Upper Crust. Then I'm going to cast lightning
Lure?
lightning lure at the red cap in front of Sir Dinnigan Upper Crust.
Okay.
And that it has to make a strength saving throw of 14.
Natural 20. I just want everybody to be clear. That is 3 out of 5 rolls in a row have been natural 20s.
You know, it's fine. I don't mind 6. I don't mind getting 6. It's fine. It's great. I love it. I'm so happy for you.
Cook last night.
Well, yeah. Cook rolled 6 20s in a row last night.
Oh my god. I love
Yeah.
Cook.
Yeah, it was. I've never seen that before, and I probably never see it again for my entire life. 6 20s in a row.
That is the end of my turn.
Okay, Panner, you are up. Sedge, you are next.
So, question. I said I was trying to hide. Do you want me to roll
Oh yeah, stealth
as
check.
part of my turn that I was doing that? Or do you want me to do that like before my turn started?
So that happened before, so you're trying to hide behind Sedge, so go ahead and make a stealth check now. Okay.
All right, it was a 10 for that. So,
Okay. Right now, nobody's actively looking for you, so we will say you're hidden.
all right. Not that it matters all that much, but if I could, I would like to try and, while stealthed, while hidden, if I'm hidden, get over to that night hag and get her and get a surprise attack. Do you think that is possible if I were to, for example, use my cunning action to dash over?
You don't even need to dash, do you? What's your speed?
25.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25 gets you right to her.
All right. Well, in that case, can I do it while stealthed and get my sneak attack?
So I'm
Which is
gonna.
what I'm
So
trying
you
to
just
do.
you just moved. You're gonna have to use your bonus action to hide, cunning action. So go ahead and roll a stealth check.
Okay, cool. That's a 14.
Okay, I will roll perception on her to see if she sees you coming. No, that's a failure. So go ahead and you can get your sneak attack.
Sweet. All right. Now, does that give me advantage?
You have
Or is it just a
advantage
sneak attack?
from me.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Silvery
Thank you. All
carbs.
right. Thank you for reminding me. So the
Sure.
first one was a 21, and the second one was a 10. So let's go with that 21.
Definitely.
hit?
Yep.
All right. And then that's 6 plus 4 is 10 plus flurry of blows, which
Oh, yeah.
is
Beat up on this little old lady.
5 for the first one.
That misses.
Probably not. And 22 for the second one.
Second one hits, so that's 4 more.
Alrighty. So that is what? 12, 14 points of damage. And then I have used my actions and my movements, I believe. I don't think I have any more, do I?
Nope, that's it.
I think I do.
Sedge, you
Yep.
are up.
Right. I mean, this is really your fault. I haven't messed with you this whole time. I'll shoot that.
Go ahead.
I want to hunter's mark this lady.
Yep.
Yeah, let me shoot her. 19.
19 hits.
Sweet. 11 to start, and then I'll have the bug spider, so 2d6. That's it.
14 total. Okay. Nibbler, you are up.
And Nibbler kind of looks around and realizes he's kind of in the middle, and he whistles as he backpedals slowly. Gets to here, and I'm gonna twin a witch bolt at 2nd level.
Hell yeah.
I think
Who are your two
one
targets?
one at the hag, and I guess one at the red cap next to the left.
Awesome. Roll your 2 attacks.
Alrighty, the first one is not good. 13.
13 hits the red cap. Second one.
Lovely. Nat 20.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Right.
So the hag got hit with a crit.
All right. So
Holy
the
shit, she
first,
might die before I even get to use her.
Here's the red cap damage. 9. So your crits are maximum damage plus a
What?
regular roll.
Yep. So whatever the max amount of damage you can do on an attack, and then roll a regular attack and add it to that.
Oh my god. Okay, that's 47.
Oh my. She is bloody but not dead.
And that's all I got.
Wow. Alright, Drex is just going to firebolt at that red cap to the north. That's definitely going to hit. Doing 7 fire damage. Echo, you are up. Sir Dinnigan is next.
Okay. Echo will Echo will attack this red cap next to him. Does anyone hurt? Does anyone get hurt?
You are the only one
Mm.
that's been hit so far. And Sir Dinnigan.
Oh, okay, okay. I'm just gonna heal myself because I am pretty low. I'm sure Dinnigan's fine. Let's do a cure wounds on me. I'll take 19 points of healing, and I don't think I have a bonus action I can do. So that is it for me.
Okay, Sir Dinnigan is going to swing his longsword. That definitely hits the red cap. 1d10 plus 4. For 8 slashing damage. He's going to take a second longsword attack. That is enough. 1d10 plus 4. So that is 8 more. Then he is going to take an opportunity attack as he attempts to run away. And the red cap misses. Now the night hag. Might be your only turn. Make it worth it. Who would this most affect? Almost none of these characters are strength-based, but then again. So, let's cancel that. Okay. How many hit points do you have, Panner?
31.
Okay. She attempts to cast a spell on you, but it does not work. As she casts sleep. And then she disappears from sight. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. As she has plane shifted to the ethereal plane. Next up is this red cap, who's going to move in and take her place. And attack you with its sickle, Tanner. 12 to
You know,
hit.
I earned this. That actually does not hit.
Second attack is a 19 to hit.
That does hit.
Third attack is an 18 to hit.
That's 2 out of 3. What's the
Okay.
damage?
First one is 9 slashing. Second one is 8 slashing.
So that's 17.
Yep. This red cap is
Yeah, that
going to
hurts.
move in on Lady Cordesu and make some sickle attacks. First one is a 25 to hit. Second one is a natural 1, and the second one or third one.
It's go down.
Natural 1. Okay, so Lady Cordesu, you take 7 slashing damage. I need a DC 10 Constitution check to maintain concentration on Witch Bolt.
I didn't use Witch Bolt. I
Oh,
only
yeah,
used...
you used lightning lure. You're right. It was
So how much
Nibbler.
damage?
7 slashing.
And I'd like to use Hellish Rebuke as a reaction.
Hell yeah. Let me roll
One
that
second.
save. Ah, that's a crit on the save. Okay.
So that's... yeah.
All right, the red cap is going to attempt to bite you again. Echo 14, I think, misses,
Yep, it does.
and then it swings out with a pike, and a 13 misses. All right, Lady Cordesu, you are back up. Panner, you are next. Panner, you are bloodied. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not having a great time here. So I think what I'm going to do.
It's Lady Cordesu first, and then you.
Oh, sorry.
Nope, you're fine.
I'm going to cast... let's do Eldritch Blast at the red cap in front of me.
Do you have the Warcaster feat?
Believe so.
If you have the Warcaster feat, then you can roll that as a straight roll. But if you don't have the Warcaster feat, then it would be at disadvantage.
Where do I check if I have it?
If you go on your character sheet, you go into features and traits, and then scroll all the way down to the bottom and see if in your features it says Warcaster.
Nope, it doesn't.
Okay, so that would be at disadvantage. Or you can change your mind and use a different attack if you have like a touch spell or something.
Where do I do the disadvantage?
If you right click on it, where you would click to roll, you should be able to see, it should pop up a menu. And then you can click disadvantage.
The damage?
No, where it says like plus whatever to hit. So
Oh, okay. Disadvantage. There we go.
unfortunately, an 8's going to miss.
And that's the end of my turn.
All right, Panner, you are now up. Burton.
All right. Tanner has become painfully aware of exactly how she has backed herself into a corner here. And is going to cunning action disengage, run through Echo's legs, going Echo as she does, and then make her way over to, let's see, right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, back to Sedge, and like 5.
Okay. You're going to shoot an arrow?
I was debating. I think I would like to hold an action if I can
Okay.
to, like, if this hag shows up in my immediate vicinity, stab her.
Okay.
Okay.
Action held. Sedge?
Mm-hmm.
All right. You're not looking good, little one. Let me. Now, Hunter's Mark doesn't say anything about planes. Do I know where she's at?
I think they need to be on the same plane.
Let's roll with it. Let me shoot a red cap. Let me shoot the one to the right of Echo.
Okay.
22.
Definitely hits.
All right. 12 plus some bugs. 15.
Nice hit.
That's all I got. Actually, I cast Shillelagh on my stick. Not concentration, so it doesn't mess with Hunter's Mark, but that's it.
Okay. Drex is now up. And he is going to toll the dead on that red cap. That is a failure. For 7 damage. Echo 44 is up. Sir Dinnigan next.
Okay, so Echo is going to use his channel divinity. He's gonna give 7 points of healing to, or sorry, 17 points of healing to Panner, and then 3 points of healing to Dinnigan.
Okay.
That was 17?
17, yes.
17. Thanks, bud. I'm
Uh,
feeling right as rain.
Good. Good. Bonus action, he is going to cast spiritual weapon.
Okay.
Right here at the red cap. In between the two red caps by the house, like right here. Yay. And he's gonna make an attack on the red cap to his north.
Okay.
That is going to be a 14 to
14
hit
hits.
for a 12 force damage.
Okay.
That'll be it for Echo.
That red cap is bloodied.
Hmm.
All right, Sir Dinnigan. He's not happy about it, but he is going to run back in, seeing Lady Cordesu in trouble. Make 2 long sword attacks. This red cap. 16 hits, second attack. Another 16 that hits. I'm going to go ahead and burn his action surge. I just rolled 3 16s in a row. Let's try one more. Okay, that one's 19. So he's about to roll 4 d10s plus 16. Wow. So that is 29 slashing damage as that red cap falls dead. Okay. Red cap. That puts us at the night hag, who reappears here. And she is going to she's gonna cast magic missile at Echo.
Okay.
So ain't nothing you can do about it, buddy. As you
Nope.
take 12 force damage. And she will
Alrighty.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Move over here. Okay, now it is the red cap to your right. He's going to try to bite you again, Echo.
Okay.
It's a 20 to hit
That hits.
for 11 piercing, and I need that 15 con save again.
That's a 19.
Okay, so again, you do not bleed. Of course you don't, right? Why would you? Lady Cordesu, you are up. As she reappears, by the way, as long as you were maintaining concentration, Nibbler, your witch bolt reappears.
Oh, lovely.
Does my hunter's mark as well?
Yes.
Sweet. Okay.
That's why she's still orange.
I'm going to move right here next to the night hag, and I will use my breath weapon.
Oh, hell yeah. That's a dex
And-
save. Seven, that's a failure. Go ahead and roll up that damage. As this plume of fire leaves your mouth. Hell yeah, that was a good hit.
And that's the end of my turn.
Okay, Panner, you are back up feeling right as rain. Think you're muted, Rachel?
Haha, oops. Okay, so I've been trying my best to work it out, but no matter what I do, I'm not gonna get close enough to hit the hag again. So I think instead of going for the hag, I'm gonna go for this perfectly intact and after I get there, perfectly surrounded red cap right here. So I'm gonna just run back around Sedge and come over sort of between Echo and Drex. And, stab as one does.
Hell yeah.
That's 14 to hit.
14 hits.
Okay. And then that is 10 damage. And then do I get sneak attack for that, I believe?
You do. You have allies within 5 feet.
Yeah. So then that's also another 2. So 12.
Heck yeah. You guys notice that particular red cap seems more hardy than the others. Sedge, you are up.
Oh, did Nibbler go? I feel like he went before me.
No, he goes right after you. You got a 13 in
Ah.
initiative, you got 14.
Oh, my bad, dude. I'm actually more senile than Sedge's. Let me shoot the hag again.
Did you get skipped, OSP?
I
I don't think so.
don't know. I've gone
No.
once.
Yeah, then you definitely did, because we're in round 3, so I'll let you take 2 turns here after Sedge. I don't know how that happened. Sorry about that, buddy.
It's all good.
What'd you roll, Sedge?
The max damage on the damage die, and then
Who were you
my
shooting
bugs.
at?
The hag.
Oh, okay.
So that's 23 damage altogether.
So the arrow doesn't do her in, but the maws. You hear her wail out
Yes.
as she is defeated. And immediately upon the hag's defeat, all of you wake back up inside of the tent, back at camp. It's about 3 a.m. You guys are covered in sweat, confused and disoriented, but you all awake at the same exact time.
What was that? Where are we? Where's Grandma? What? Is everybody okay? And Panner's gonna she's running through the central halls, trying to bang doors, wake everybody up,
Yeah, and even Sir Dinnigan stumbles out, sweat glistening his taut muscles. Did you have a nightmare as well?
Well, I remember we were in the woods and there was this a little halfling. She was really cute. I really liked her. And then somebody said something about a whale, and then it got scary. And then the nice little old lady, she disappeared. And then there was this other lady, and she was not nice or little. And then we were fighting. That was my dream. What was your dream?
Pretty sure a hag was trying to eat us.
In real life?
Well, obviously it was a dream, but it felt like real life. I got hit by this little evil thing with a red hat.
does anybody perhaps have a much higher score than I do in like history or like arcana or like I don't know, fucking animal handling or something? What is a hag?
Nibbler certainly doesn't, but he wanders out of the room and he says,
Anybody?
was no dream. Nibbler only has one dream, and it's that smile. That was no dream.
You can make a history check though, Panner. Anybody can that would like.
Yeah,
I
can I actually.
don't want to do it. Please, someone else want to do it? Because I'll help. I'll give you advantage.
No. If you want to do it, I'll like guidance or something. I was gonna ask if I
No,
can
no,
ask
you
if I need
don't. You
awareness.
don't want me to roll. You don't want me to roll anything intelligence based, homie.
Nah, I believe in you. You can't do worse than Salty just did. I just got
Okay,
two.
all right. Let's
I have
see.
a-
That's
I have a 9.
a 12 minus 1, so that's 11.
Plus, he said he gave you guidance.
Yeah, I got you guidance.
Yeah.
So roll a d8.
All right. That's what is that? Oh, I accidentally clicked it again. But 11, and I'm gonna roll the d8. All right. Plus 4.
So
That's
15 total. So 15 total is a
Yeah.
good enough history roll for you to know that hags in Minhal are not like hags in the Forgotten Realms or things like that. So some hags are fey creatures, but not all hags are fey creatures. Some hags are corrupted witches. So witchcraft in Minhal is a very primitive form of magic, and it's harnessed by forcing spiritual energy to your whim, and over time this can corrupt witches and actually turn them into hags. And there's all kinds of hags variants, but that seemed to be a night hag, somebody capable of infecting all of your dreams, like with, say, a DC 23 wisdom saving check that you all failed. And so you all just had this shared dream, but above table, you might want to ask Echo if he can even dream.
Yeah, Echo's still outside.
Well, my character is insightful, but not particularly smart. So I'm going to hand that off to somebody who might actually think of that on their own.
Can Echo hear noises like from inside the tent, or is
Yeah, it
like,
seems
whatever
like
magic-
it seems like there's a bit of a ruckus coming from inside of the tent, and it's an
Echo
odd
will walk
hour
over-
for it.
Echo will walk over to the tent and pop his head inside. Are you all okay? I heard y'all making a lot of racket in here.
Damn, I did want to. I don't know how quickly. I would like to use primeval awareness to know if the hag is actually near us. It's got
Yeah.
like a mile radius.
Absolutely.
Hold on. Aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fey fiends, or undead. Any of those within a mile. Well, actually, up to 6 because we're in a swamp. So up to 6 miles from me.
As you're not quite in the swamp yet, you are just skirting the outskirts of it, but yes, you do feel that about that 150 meters north of where you guys just set up camp, the presence of the Fae.
I mean, I would love to open my obviously first floor door and tell everybody he's not doing stairs.
The hag is real and she is nearby.
Yeah, she is 150 meters north, guys. She's right there.
Did all of our like damage and use of key points and so on and so forth carry over? Have we achieved a short or long rest or anything that needs to be adjusted there?
You guys will, if you go back to sleep and finish the night, get your long rest.
Mm-hmm.
But those resources are spent.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty. I don't think I used any key points that time, so it doesn't really make a difference to me at this moment. But
You
no, I
use,
used one.
I was going to say, you use Flurry of Blows once,
Yeah.
I believe.
I did use Flurry of Blows once. Yeah. So I'm great. I'm doing great. I'm not scared. You're scared.
Did you say there's a hag nearby?
Yes, she's just 100 or so meters north of us. 150. We could take care of her. This is my swamp after all.
Erg, I didn't see your name on it.
Oh, well, have you checked? Some of the trees have grown quite tall since I was a youth.
That just
think-
means you're old, laddie.
Um,
I'm offended. I don't know how to say that in character, but rude. You just call him old.
Echo's gonna step outside. He is gonna remove one of his eyes from his socket
What?
and say a little prayer over it and cast Elevated Sight as he throws his eye up in the air.
Yeah?
It goes up 120 feet and gives me a 360 view of the area. I'd like to make a perception check.
Go ahead.
Okay. Oh, I rolled persuasion, sorry. Perception.
It's fine. Keep the dice roll. What's the difference? So it'd be even
Oh, it
more.
would be. Oh, yeah, it'd be 6.
So-
So plus 6 for whatever that was.
So it's 16 total. Yeah. You've got a good eye on what it looks like over there now. It's much darker, foggier, nastier. You could see the place is decrepit. And you can see the ground has a lot more dirt spots showing, and it's not as pleasant as it looked before.
I don't see anything moving around, though.
No.
Anything coming towards us?
The door's closed. There's no light coming from any of the windows.
Did Echo use any resources or take damage from that encounter?
No, Echo used none, because Echo was not really there.
Right. I just wanted to double check. I'm down to I'll go back in and I will let the party know what I saw. After I get my eye back and pop it back in. I'll come to the tent, popping my eye back into place, and let the party know what I saw, and see what they want to do.
I have no interest in going back to that foul place, even if it was only in a dream. The hag's business is her own. I say we skirt around it. Sir Dinnigan says, bravely.
But what if she's got grandma? We have to rescue grandma.
She
We can't
was
just
the
let her have
grandma.
grandma. What?
She was
She was?
the grandma. Yes.
But she was so sweet though. That was the same one.
Yes. Do you not remember the well? We looked down the well and then she...
No, I mean, I saw it change, but huh?
I don't think
Well,
we're going to find
damn.
any cookies in that particular place. But it is up to the party. If you guys want to go hag hunting, we can go hag hunting.
I think Panner's gonna go with whatever everybody else wants to do here. I don't think she's like got a strong opinion. I, Rachel, the player, would like to finish off the hag. I think we can do it.
If she's attacking you all while you sleep, then maybe we should go after her. Take care of that. I don't want anything to happen to you all, especially in your dreams when I'm not there.
Okay.
I agree with Echo.
You guys remember how to pull out your tokens?
Actually, no. How do we pull out our token?
If you, on the toolbar to the left, the very bottom one looks like a person in a circle. You click that, then you click players. You should find your
Okay.
token.
Yeah, haha.
So she had one regular red cap left. And this guy left. This guy was bloodied.
Arg, we must finish this quickly and get out of this gross swamp.
As you all
I think-
approach, it is eerily
I-
quiet. You see the two red caps in the distance. You do not see the hag.
Can I be coming up very stealthily?
Yeah, roll a stealth check.
Yeah. I sure will do that. That is a 21.
Hell yes. I will allow you guys to place yourselves anywhere south of that line that you would like.
Oh, you better believe I'm going in with my -2 daggers.
Okay, we're going to pick right back up where we left off. Sedge.
Actually, I had gotten the kill back, so it has to be whoever's after me, to
Okay, Nibbler.
be fair.
No, you're right. You're right. I couldn't remember. So Nibbler's up
my
first.
it's my -2 sickle. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Bonus action, Misty Step.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna use my -2 sickle.
Hell yeah.
That's a 2.
Yep, that's a miss.
And then I'm going to shake my sickle angrily at this red cap, and that's it.
All right, Drext, who I forgot to put on the map. Second. Sir Dinnigan as well. It's Drex. There he is. He's not going to move any closer. He is just going to toll the dead on that red cap. Wisdom save. That is a failure. 4. Hey, 8 damage. Okay. Echo 44, you are up.
All right, Echo's gonna 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. The bloodied red cap there, I'm gonna need it to make a wisdom saving throw as I cast Pull the Dead.
That's a failure. That's a
Did you get it?
9.
All right. Here we go. Ooh, only 2 necrotic damage.
Oh, that's enough to kill it.
All right. All right.
It was barely hanging on after Painter waylaid it.
Bonus action, spiritual weapon right here, next to this red
Okay.
cap. That is going to be not only 9 to hit. It's a bad roll. I'm gonna use
Yep.
my inspiration to re-roll.
Okay.
Yeah, that's better. 18
Yeah, 18 definitely hits.
for 5 damage.
Okay.
That'll be it for Echo.
Sir Dinnigan is going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and use his action to hide in this bush. He gets disadvantage, and I rolled a natural 1, so he thinks he's hiding, but you guys can see his gleaming golden armor just standing out in this bush.
Wonderful.
The night hag appears from out of the well.
Oh,
5,
ew.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Zooms in on Panner and says, "You should have stayed away, you little bitch," as she swings her claws out. It's a 26 to hit
That is definitely hitting me, yeah.
for 14 slashing damage.
Ow. What else
Okay.
she got? It's gonna get worse, right?
Nope, that's all she's got.
Oh, alright. Oh, that's nice.
Okay. Now that red cap up there is going to take a swing at Nibbler. No, it's going to attempt to bite you first, Nibbler. Which will probably be gross. 14, I think, misses, though.
No, 14 hits.
Okay,
I'm a
that
sorcerer.
is 11 piercing, and I need a DC 15 con save.
Nope.
All right. At the start of your turn, you will take 2 bleeding damage. And that will persist every round. At the start of your turn, you will take that 2 damage until you heal that wound. Okay, it's coming at you with a pike to follow that up. That is a 27 to hit for 12 piercing. And I haven't used this yet, so it's going to use its bonus action solid kick. So now I need a DC 15 strength save.
Oh, I'm really good at these. That's a 1.
And you are prone as this thing just starts waylaying on you and lays you out.
You did right. You are good at those.
Lady Cordesu, you are up.
Lady Cordesu is going to kind of like move around the tree or bush, and she's going to cast Witch Bolt at the Night Hag.
Heck yeah.
And I'm pretty sure that hits.
It definitely does. Okay, 6 damage.
And that's the end of my turn.
All right, Panner, you are up. The Night Hag is coming right for you.
All right, so I like to believe that what happened is when she came zooming up, Panner just sort of went and stuck the rapier out. You know?
Yep.
That was a natural 20.
Ooh.
Plus 6 is a 26.
Yeah, so the way I do crits is whatever the max amount of damage you can do with your rapier, that's automatic, and then
Alright,
just
so-
roll on top of that.
All right, so that's 2d8 plus 4 would be 20.
Yep, plus your roll.
And then I roll again? Or I roll the damage again?
No, it should be 1d8, right? Because it's trying to roll for a crit. Your rapier does 2d8.
Yeah, no. So, yeah. So what am I... Do I push the button?
Just push it and let it roll it, and let me check out the dice.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, so now if you see it, does it say 1d8 plus 4? Or is it really a 2d8 weapon? I don't believe so.
I see what you're saying. All right, so I roll it.
Yep. See, there
All
we
right,
go.
cool.
So that'll be
all right,
12
so I should just
plus
roll it
11.
once and toss the first one.
Yeah, so
Thank you.
12 plus 11 is enough that, yeah, so we're going to play it out just like you envisioned it. This witch bolt hits her as she's coming at you, and you stick the rapier out, and she is able to hit you with those claws. And when you reopen your eyes, the hag is hanging limp and dead with your rapier through her chest.
I think as the hag is sliding off the blade, she kind of jerks it back out and goes, "I thought you were a nice grandma."
Awesome. Well, you still have your movement and bonus action.
All right, cool. I guess I will head over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just sort of towards the remaining sword cap or
Heck,
remaining red cap.
Yep. Sedge, you
Yeah.
are up.
All right. I can move my hunter's mark for free, right? Is that how that works, or am I making that up?
Yeah, you can move that.
And she died. I mean,
Yeah. Yes, yeah, completely. And I understand that, except you cast that laying in a tent in your sleep.
that you know what, Frankie? That's so valid, dude. Um, let me just shoot this guy with regular damage.
I'm sorry, buddy. It's just the truth.
You're right, dude. It's fine. Let me let me shoot him with regular damage. I thought I cast it again. I totally did. Here we go. 24.
Definitely hits.
Nice. 10 base plus the mods. Oh, there we go. Max on the mods. 16 altogether. That's it.
All right, that red cap is finally bloodied. Nibbler, you are up. You are prone.
Take my 2 damage.
And
I'm going
2
to stand
damage.
back up and engage in some 2-weapon fighting because that's obviously what a sorcerer needs to be doing.
What are
Hit him
you
with the
doing?
sickle. Hit him with the -2 sickle first. Oh, that's an 8. That's not going to get it. But the dagger is a I can use dex, so it's easy, you know, no problem. That's 18 on the dagger.
Yeah, the dagger definitely makes contact.
Perfect. So this is a 2 damage.
It says 6 on my screen.
Yeah, but I don't get the mod on 2-weapon
Oh,
fighting.
yeah, you're right. 2 damage.
And then I just stare at him with my one good eye.
Okay, Drext is going to good old fashioned firebolt. That definitely hits with a 15. For 4 fire damage. Echo 44, you are up.
All right. Echo is going to use Channel Divinity to heal Nibbler for 15 and Panner for 5.
Yeah.
Okay, with magical healing, that wound closes. So you no longer have to take bleeding damage.
Lovely.
And then my spiritual weapon's going to make an attack. So that is going to be a 13 to hit.
13 hits.
Okay. For 6 points of force damage.
Heck yeah.
And that'll be it for Echo.
Okay, Sir Denigan. Okay. Now it's the red cap's turn. And he's going to try to bite you again, Nibbler. Misses on the bite. Gonna swing his pike. 11 does not hit you even as a sorcerer, so he's going to try to kick you
Yay.
again with his bonus action. DC 15 strength save.
Nope, that's 10.
Okay, you are prone again.
Nerd.
Lady
Sleeping on the
Cortesu.
job.
Lady Cortesu, you are back up.
I will. I'm going to use Eldritch Blast on the red cap.
Oh, yeah?
15 to hit.
What was it? 19? Absolutely.
Damage.
Chip it away. that end your turn?
Yes.
Okay, Panner, you are up. Sedge is up next.
All right, and so is this red cap for now. So she is going to, invigorated by her outrage and despair at finding out Grandma was the hag all along, just charge this red cap, screaming, presumably, and thrust that rapier right into his gut.
Heck
And
yeah.
that is a 21 to hit.
Absolutely hits. You get your sneak attack.
Alrighty. And I get sneak attack, so that's 10 plus. Boop. 1. You know, it's one more, so that's 11.
Absolutely.
Does that kill him?
It does not.
I think I'm gonna let that one lie. I trust everybody else to take this guy out. I don't want to use my key point just in case.
All right, Sedge.
All right. Well, I'm gonna shoot him. So let's see how that goes. 27,
Yeah.
11, and some bugs. Here we
Okay.
go.
Get a good roll with these bugs.
No, that's a 1.
Nope.
Tanner, you should have trusted me. That's it.
All right, Nibbler.
Let's stand back up.
This thing is hurting.
All right, here we go.
No, worry, you're not going to
Sickle.
do it again.
20.
Yeah, you hit. You hit with a crit.
All right, so that's 1d4 minus 2, so that's 2. And
Nibbler?
and 1, that's 3.
Nibbler, why don't you describe how you finally get the kill on this red cap?
Oh yeah, like kind of swing the sickle at him, and since it's a curved weapon, it kind of like sticks him in the back of the shoulder blades. And Nibbler's as surprised as anyone that he's like made contact, and he kind of like squirms and freaks out, and it happens to like twist the blade just enough to take this thing out.
Heck. Yeah, and they all fall dead. I gotta step away from the computer for just a second. If you guys want to go ahead and, have a conversation, role play for a second. We'll do stars and wishes when I come back. I'll be right back.
All right. Hey, listen, I know you already patched me up once tonight. How are you doing on your energy levels there, Echo? You got one more in you? Or...
Oh, yeah, here, sure. Let me come over and he'll reach out a hand and lay on you and cast Cure Wounds.
All right.
That is 17 points of healing.
I'm back to full.
Is everybody else okay? Anyone else hurt?
I'm okay.
So, Niblet, right?
A nibbler, like biting.
Like Nipper. All right. You did good there. It was that, I'm proud of you for that. That was some good hurting you did.
Thank you. I'm not very accustomed to swinging these weapons, Sarg. I'm more of a magic user, but when the time is right, you must swing.
Sure, yeah. I mean, for me, it's more like a little poke, like a stab, like because it's like it's mostly pointing on the end, but you can just kind of. But yeah, I understand what you mean.
Congratulations, folks. We will pick up at the end of this battle next week. So you guys can loot some bodies. And, if you want to check out the cottage, the well, and those kind of things, just give you a week to think about it as we move into stars and wishes.
Can I add one last thing?
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
I want Panner to holler out into the darkness, Mr. Sardinigan, it's safe now!
Arg, doctor, come on out.
He's not a doctor. What have you guys done to my poor sweet boy? What are you doing?
Sweet boy.
He only, killed his sisters. Karma
We
is
will
coming
humble
up.
him.
Karma is coming to Sir Dinnigan.
Oh.
And its name
Ooh, and
is
he's been doing
Panner
it through
Little
all
Cheeks.
these different campaigns. And he's been a dick in every campaign. It's like multiple parallel universes that I gotta get him back for.
Yeah. I mean, well, he died on Thursday. So.
No, well, R.I.P.
There for that. That was actually kind of tragic. Micah can attest to that. That was actually a tragic death, but deserved.
There is not a party that has not fallen in love with Sir Dinnigan by the end of the first act. It's just kind of his arc. But spoilers,
if I'm being
folks.
honest,
Spoilers.
I, Rachel, love Sir Dinnigan.
I love running Sir Dinnigan.
As a meatball.
He is great. Micah, why don't you start us off with Stars and Wishes this week?
All right, yeah. Stars. I think Nibbler is a fantastic character. It's hilarious. Love the whole pirate theme, and then just going in as a sorcerer. I think you said with daggers was just awesome and brave. And then Panner's roleplay, as always, was like really good as well. I think MVP. I'm gonna give it to Nibbler just for this great character introduction and everything. No wishes for me though.
Awesome. Appreciate it. Chloe.
I think that everybody did pretty good in the rolling, especially role playing, especially Nibbler, because like I think since it also was like the first time with our party, it was kind of like he got into it pretty fast, faster than us, and I think that was really cool. And I also like the pirate theme and like how he wants everybody to smile. I don't really have any wishes, and I'd say my MVP goes to Nibbler.
Hell yeah. Rachel.
Well, Nibbler, nice to have you. That's fun. We're having a lot of fun here. I expect that to continue to be fun. Also, yeah, everybody was really getting a lot more into it tonight. I like that we're getting a little more fluid, a little more comfortable. I think my MVP actually is going to go to Echo because you kept me from dying a lot of times tonight. And generally, we're doing a lot of really good support work.
Yeah, early level rogue sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Any wishes?
Can I have a pony?
Hold that thought.
That is it. That is a good wish. You got to give it to her. That is a good wish.
I guess technically I already have a horse since, it's been completely conceded that I'm going to be riding Sir Dinnigan's now.
Yeah. Jory.
All right. Well, on principle, I can't give One Salty Pirate MVP vote. Nibbler's great, dude. I already kind of knew about the pirate thing, but absolutely top tier, bro. Not just as comedy, but like really RPing the smiling thing. That's great. No wishes. That was a great session, guys.
Yeah, OSP, take your inspiration for MVP and Stars and Wishes.
Yeah, thanks everybody. That was a lot of fun. You're not sure you're going to have as much fun the second time around, but I still had as much fun as I did the first time. So that's good. The party's awesome. This is definitely a very exotic party in terms of the character races. So that's always good to see. Wishes, not too much. This was fun. I'll give my MVP to Echo for keeping me up, as I almost got one tapped by that giant on the very first turn. So that would have been a not so fun start to everything.
Rolling a new character 30 seconds in.
Oh, don't worry, I already have the backup character ready. Don't you even worry.
True D&D players always do.
And that's Yeah, well, I guess the only wish I have is to one day attend the cosplay festival.
That is a thing. Yeah. So
Listen, I'll do my best. I'll shake trees. I'll try to get us a panel at Dragon Con. You know, we'll do it. We'll go in costume.
OSP has played at my tables before. Unfortunately, he had a schedule thing and he had to leave my table, but he played a Loxodon, which is an elephant man druid, and he made it Minhal lore that the Loxodons every year hold an annual festival where they dress up like, creatures that they respected in nature. And, there's no word for the festival in common, so they just call it the costume play festival, or cosplay festival for short. And that is now a canon event that I have in Minhal. Just you give me the best material to work with. No, I'm kidding. I had a lot of fun tonight. The role play was on point. I knew this was coming. I told you guys before. Like, it's awkward at first when you're with new people, but once you start to get comfortable and you open up, that stuff just comes naturally, especially if you're really outgoing and have a background in improv. So the role play tonight was on point. Nibbler is hilarious. I'm more excited to see if you're able to hold up on the pirate voice for an entire campaign.
We'll see. It definitely tickles the throat in a not so great
exactly,
way.
exactly. Like,
if you want, I can give you a little bit of coaching on how to do that without it hurting.
hey, there you guys go. You can work together on that.
Mm-hmm.
My
you
only
can send me a friend request if you'd like.
hell yeah. My only wish is that Mike could have been here, because Mike is hilarious and he would have gotten in on some of the role play that happened tonight. So I kind of am sad that Mike is out in the field and couldn't make it, but hey, hopefully he'll be back next week. And we can keep this party rolling. Just a couple, odds and ends to close it out. Remember to go to ugly-soap.com, uglysoap.com. Use promo code MINHAL for 10% off. Soaps, deodorants, colognes, bath scrubs, they've got it all. Wax melts. It's really great. So remember to use our promo code. And I have seats available now at my Thursday table. So if anybody out there is watching, you want to jump in, you want to play, doesn't matter your experience level, I work with everybody. You can go to startplaying.games/GM/Mr. Slendy. Or just go to startplaying.games and search in the GM search for Mr. Slendy, and it'll pull it up and it'll show you the seats that I have available. Hop in. Thursday is a little bit further in the campaign, but I mean, they're still in the first act, so you wouldn't be that far behind to go ahead and join. So other than that, thank you everybody who came out. Thank you again, Rachel, for allowing me access to your platform. Once again, we have more viewers than I normally do. And remember, folks, give us a follow over at the Twitch, twitch.tv/Mr. Slendy Plays. Thank you guys so much. Say goodnight, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.